So we gonna talk about Fallout. Fallout New Vegas, the GOAT of the series, in my honest opinion. New Vegas was developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Bethesda Softworks in 2010. New Vegas follows a courier traveling through the Mojave wasteland and gets jumped by mobsters, tied up, and held at gunpoint. They relieve the courier of the item that they were transporting and fire one shot into the courier's head, leaving them for dead. The courier then wakes up in a house with Doc Mitchell, who has nursed the courier back to health. He explains that a robot dug the courier out of their shallow grave and took them to the dock. The courier, now revived, sets out to the Mojave to find and take back their stolen goods and get to the bottom of their attackers' motives. New Vegas is set in Nevada in the year 2281, 204 years after the Great War between China and the US, with a nearly untouched Vegas Strip at the center of the map. Being the oasis that it is in the land of rocks and sand, New Vegas and the Strip are a central point of the game and its story, with the main pieces ramping up to and from the cities, still flashing casino lights. Mr. House, the unofficial leader of New Vegas's Sunset Strip, holds the city in the palm of his hands, as the New California Republic, or the NCR, and Caesar's Legion fight to capture the city with many other ambitious individuals vying for control over the Mojave. Who will win and rule over the neon streets? Who will the courier choose to fight for? Or will they fight for themselves and take New Vegas as their own? Early development had Bethesda wanting the game to explore new stories with old concepts from Fallout 1 and 2, which led to it being set in close-by Nevada because it evoked the 1950s imagery that the series is known for, and repurposed digital assets from a cancelled Aliens game. At the behest of project director Josh Sawyer, who said, "I didn't want to disrupt our pipeline at all. We basically want to use what's there, add to it, don't change it, and make great content." Obsidian wanted New Vegas to take place between Fallouts 2 and 3, but Bethesda mandated that the games follow chronological order. They also had an option for the player to be a human, a ghoul, or a super mutant. This was changed later due to technical challenges with ghouls and super mutants wearing armor. Sawyer wanted the story of New Vegas to focus on greed and excess. Las Vegas served as inspiration for the game due to its history of organized crime, which led to the possible title of Fallout Sin City, which does sound pretty dope. Sawyer used JFK's assassination of 1963 as the historical cutoff for any references used in their design. The game is structured around factional conflict to drive player and story narrative, with the Hoover Dam being the center point for the major factions in their bid to control the water supply of the Mojave. And having these interactions with said factions can boost faction standing while possibly degrading your moral compass as you move forward with them. To capture the ambience of the Mojave Desert, Obsidian used data from the United States Geological Survey. New Vegas uses old roadside attractions as major locations in place of Fallout 3's sprawling, war-torn memorials of old DC and the Capital Wasteland. This led Sawyer to Vegas to take reference photographs of the place, including the Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. Obsidian also included the Las Vegas Beltway as a reference point while designing the map because they felt the player would have an easier time navigating with the road network in place. New Vegas' gameplay remains similar to Fallout 3, with the inclusion of more tactical combat options for the player to use, such as adding iron sights to guns and weapon mods, like scopes, extended magazines, lasers, and different ammo types that give a boost to weapon stats and damage. They also added new mechanics like item crafting and survival skills, with an optional hardcore mode that added the need for food, water, and sleep to survive. The mode was added for players that wanted a harder experience and was inspired by the unofficial fan-made Fallout 3 mod, but Obsidian staff had no experience with the Gamebryo engine, so they ended up hiring an experienced modder from the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Quite the experience indeed, made even better with DLC. Some of the best ever, I may add. New Vegas had 4 story DLC. Dead Money, set in the Sierra Madre. Honest Hearts, my favorite DLC, set in Zion National Park. Old World Blues, my second favorite DLC, and Lonesome Road, each of which had a hidden narrative defined that connects these 4 separate locations together. Fallout New Vegas' reception was quite positive, with an average of 8 out of 10. The story and writing were well received and consistently highlighted in reviews, saying it was a significant improvement over Fallout 3 and appreciated the way factions would adapt to the player's choices. Many reviewers look past the multiple glitches that plagued the early release of these games and say that it's still a good time, in spite of any mishaps. Beyond Fallout, there's many different facets of Fallout, including spin-off games such as Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel, and 76, apps, the Fallout TV series, and fan-made content like events, organized, and other pieces and parts that make being in the fandom fantastic. One such fan-made thing I have personal experience with is Atomic Dawn, a post-apocalyptic airsoft LARP event that has you forge your own path in the wasteland of Maryland's paintball fields. I had the honor of attending this event, and even got a victory perk card for completing the main quest. These events are truly something to behold, and seem to be getting more popular as the years go on. In closing, Fallout is more than just a game or a TV show. It's a goddamn phenomenon. There hasn't been a better time to be a Fallout fan with the approach of the second season of the show coming out early next year, and the prospects of what the new coming mainline title will bring. Hoping this video taught you a bit of Fallout and made you want to pick it up again, or showed you a bit about a fandom you might want to join. I forgot to wear the goddamn hat. Fallout New Vegas. Best game.